Listen, I know how you feel, Mr. Whitlow. On a beautiful day like this, right? A lovely view and all the gifts of nature spread out before you. You begin to wonder if there isn't maybe something up there.
No rain, you mean? I were wondering that. But then I thought to myself, the good Lord's got more sense than to send a champion harvest like this and then wash the breeder out.
Songs of praise, number 162.
Look at it. Best crop in 40 years, and I ain't never seen ears that size afore.
Not since the last Clark Gable picture.
I reckon I ought to get, 50 bushel an acre out of this here lot. But not if we don't get going. Where are the men?
Wally's just coming. He had to go to the little boy's room.
What? On my time? He should have gone last night. So where's that there young early from the village, eh? Hired by the day, now that's half over. I told him we start work at 8 o'clock.
It's only 5 Dad.
Well, come you on. We'll start this on our own. Now, I want the whole of this field sheaved and stooped today.
By hand?
Let's get to work faster with your feet. Yes, of course, by hand. What do you think? I ain't got one of these newfangled cowboy harvesters, you know. Now, just you get your backs into it, and I don't want no stopping until I say so. All right, you can stop now.
Stop! I thought he'd never say. What's up, Dad?
Well, nothing's up. I just, I don't reckon that's fair, you working when the men head. Do you take a break? Go you on. Get yourselves a cup of tea. Tell the missus I say so.
Mr. Whitlow, if
Oh,
only
never mind, definitely mind. To hear is to obey, oh master. The ladies were under orders.
Now, Mr. Tully, I told you I can't wangle nothing. I'm only tenant here. 9/10 of this here's already been spoke for, pre-sold at ministry price.
And how is about the other 10th? At a better price. Who'd miss that?
Old Lady Bramston would. That's her 10th. Tithe as part of the rent I pay.
Surely you can hive off enough to keep her happy without her a spotting of it?
Oh, that'd be the day. She got an eye like an oak, another like an eagle. One look at a man, the hairs on his head are numbered.
Well, sometimes that's easier with hair.
I don't go much on your schemes, Mr. Tully. Quick, someone coming out of sight.
Here, wasn't that Mr. Tully?
Where to what?
Mr. Tully. You know, he be that corn chandler over to Oakley.
Chandler? I don't know nothing about no Chandler. Ain't never been no Chandler on my land.
Well, I could have swore. What you say, Wally?
I say when I was young, the young was taught not to notice what they didn't know.
I reckon that's about the most sensible thing you ever did say. Right, you already been docked 3 minutes with your argufying. Do you get to work now?
I say, hello there, excuse me. Can you spare a moment?
Who knows I can afford it?
We're right busy, Captain Truscott. What is it?
Well, that is it, actually. I was wondering if you'd like some help. You see, with my squad being taken away, I'm at rather a loose end. I'm hoping to get a transfer to the RAF soon, but until I qualify, well, the old strong right arm's at your disposal, what? All quite voluntary, of course.
Oh, well, then, you're welcome, I'm sure. Every little help, as the old lady say. Particularly with them there girls skiving off for cups of tea all the time. I didn't take all 3 of you to bring it, did it? Go you up, you two, up there with Wally and Ernie.
Thank God.
Hey.
I mean, oh dear. Well, I've got to report for my flying course straight away. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to help you out anymore. I'm awfully sorry, but orders are orders, you know.
Breeding good riddance. Not as much use as a pair of drawers on a Calvin cow. Daphne, you see if you can do something with this here cock's egg he's made.
Yeah, you and Miss Daphne.
I can manage. That is something you can help me with, though. Begonias.
Do what?
Begonias. I'm trying to raise one in the bedroom, but it just doesn't seem to get any bigger. What do you suggest?
Well, I couldn't say, Miss Daphne. You know nothing about them foreign dogs.
Now it's that brutal Lady Bramston's cobbled my bunions hint we did get no peace at all.
Her ladyship's compliments, Mr. Whitlow. And would you be good enough to join her?
Why, is she coming apart?
Suit me if she did. God's hobnail, she got the vicar with her and all. We should have sold tickets. Good day, my lady. Reverend, nice to see you.
You too, Mr. Whitlow, and doubly good to look upon this fine harvest.
Oh, you can't tell by looks. You never know. Howsomever, I might squeeze out, 45 bushel an acre.
45, Mr. Whitlow? Oh, come now. More like 50, I'd say.
He's just being modest, Lady Bramston. 50, he said himself, only this morning.
And I should be surprised, very surprised, if we're not both right. A bumper crop.
Which makes this year even more suitable for our, your decision. Lady Bramston has a momentous announcement to make. Lady Bramston.
Thank you, Vicar. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Whitlow, as we may soon be coping with invasion, air raids, and similar nuisances, I have decided to take advantage of the present lull to revive the Old King Corn Festival.
Right, my lady. We'll be getting back to work then.
But I say, don't you want to know all about it? After all, it hasn't been observed for 50 years.
My old dad, he told me about it.
Well, he didn't tell us, and we'd like to know.
Now, I tell you, let each man bring the fruits of earth to church, and there we judge the word. That him that seems the farmer born shall honoured be as good King Corn.
That's you, John, Vicar.
Yes, well, that's it, really, you know. You see, each farmer brings his offering to the church. The quality is judged by the incumbent and the lady of the manor. The winner is dubbed King Corn, and he and his workers are the guests of honour at the harvest supper.
There'll always be an England while there's field. Well, we finished the field. I'm exhausted. I'm starving. Oh, something smells good. Yes, but there for you, that's my best peach preserve, and that's for the Harvest Festival.
Giving your best peach preserve to the church? That's a sin. That is a mortal sin.
Oh, yeah, it is a dark, Tom. You know we'll be up against Granny Grout's quince jelly and... Yeah, what do you call that then? A wheat sheaf?
That's good enough, girl.
Good enough. Ain't you heard they brought back the King Corn feast?
That I did, but what's that to me? What good being King Corn? Now, we'll give the same as usual. Loaf of bread, bit of jam, this here, and I'll go and find a bottle of something I don't fancy myself.
You do fancy that would have to be Turks. Tom, I reckon we should make a special effort.
Why? Because the vicar was round here giving you fancy ideas?
That's the thanks he get for coming round personal to tell you a new bit he found about not paying tithes. He reckoned you'd be interested, but he didn't ever want to interfere with your work.
Well, if the first sensible idea is not interfering, well, I ain't interested. Not paying tithes? What was that about, then?
Well, that seemed in the old days, when King Corn were chose, he were let off his tithes for that year. Well, of course, there ain't no tithes no more, so...
Ain't no church tithes no more, but God's toothbrush, gal, there's still rent tithes, isn't there?
You reckon they count, then?
Yeah, that I do, yeah. Now, I'd like to see old Lady Bramston try and weasel out of it once I win. Oh, this is going to make some old corn chandler very happy.
So you're going in for it?
Yeah, going in like a ferret up a flue. Ethel, get some more hot now. We'll have some of your cucumber pickle and some apricot chutney and, Aggie, do you put a few more frills on that there loaf? And do you burn it in the baking? That'll be buttered and jammed right down your blouse, girl. Now then, I'm going to Descant to pair my best bottles.
Well, what do you want us to do, Gav?
Do? I'll be telling you. Don't do nothing. That's what you don't do. I don't want you ruining my chances. I don't want you laying a finger on nothing that's going into that church. Not no how, not no wise, nothing.
I think I detected a faint note of criticism there.
Why doesn't he come out and say what he means?
Oh, never you worry, girls. Do you come up with something really worthwhile and he'll tack it all right, never you fret.
But what, Miss Willow? They ain't never growed nothing on their own.
Well, what about that old bit of garden I give you when you first come?
We planted a few things in that, but Mr. Whitlow's kept us too busy to look after it properly.
Everything have to come off of the actual farmland. Even if that's nothing more than a little old corn dolly.
Corn dolly? What's that?
Well, that's a corn dolly. Aggie made that last year.
I makes it every year. It's part of my offering.
Oh, that's true. She got claim for that. Still, never you fret. Do you go and get washed and changed, and we'll find something you can do. I gotta go prod me cheeses now. I reckon they're that right.
I seem ashamed you girls ain't got no dough for.
Gloating we don't need, Aggie.
No, I mean it. Everybody's give something. Even that old one, he done one of his poke works here.
Good Lord, from who all blessings flow, we thank thee kindly, PTO. PTO. And if more gratitude you lack, we also thank thee on the bank. Yeah, well, it's a nice sentiment, but it doesn't help us, does it?
But I can.
You'll do us a favour?
Listen. I pretty well finished here, and I put a cake in as my offering. But while you're getting ready, I can bring this here hop and show you how to make a corn dolly.
Hang on a minute, hang on. What's the catch?
None. You just want us to win.
So, it's possible. Shouldn't we ask Mr. Whitlow first?
Well, no need. We'd have done it by the time he's finished picking out the right wine. He don't never hurry that.
Oh, no, that won't do. Oh, strictly for relatives, that. Not even relatives. In-laws. Oh, no, that's good enough for God, that is. Yeah, it might be a bit too good. No, don't get to drink it yourself. And the vicar ain't got the taste for it. Let's see what else we got.
Bite off the thread near ya.
Am I?
No.
Oh, I got confused. Simplicity itself, love. Just like knitting spaghetti without needles.
A destroyer I could have built easier. Doesn't look much like the one downstairs.
No, that dumb. Everybody's dolly's got to look different. Who's who you going to tell? Just point that other arm up a bit, Dave. Now, do you go and show that to Mr. Whitlow? He'll be that delighted.
I think we'll break it to him gently. Oh, and Aggie, I never thought I'd say it, but tar.
No, Vicar never appreciate. He never appreciate that. Hold on, though. Old Lady Bramston judging and all. Now, she know her wine. No, that ain't good enough for her. She better have the first one. Where is your old... No, that ain't it. Now, what's this one? I don't know.
May I come in, Mr. Whitlow?
Certainly, Daphne. Definitely. You're the very person I wanted to see. Because I wanted to tell you that what I said to you girls out there wasn't intended personal. Because you're right good girls. You're willing girls. You're breeding useless, but you're willing. Yeah, I would therefore like you to accept this here doorknob as a token of my esteem. And I would also like to give you a little Now, I appreciate your opinion of this here dandelion and dandelion. Dandelion and, I think you've got some rhubarb here, sir.
Here it is, Mr. Whitlow. He's passed out.
a fine thing, Mr. Whitlow. Luring innocent young girls into your pantry, eh? Denying a means of escape.
I never...
Plying them with strong drink.
Oh, I plied him too. Oh, I see. A pair of pliers, eh? Well, we'll say no more about it. We'll all be far too busy preparing our Harvest Festival entries anyway, won't we? Won't we, Mr. Whitlow? All of us.
Well, if you say so, I suppose. You hadn't got no entry.
That's where you're wrong, Mr. Whitlow. Take a look at that.
Yeah! Never you point that there at me! That's the devil, Dolly, like the old witches used to make. Look, you take that in the church and the vicar will call in the bishop and he'll have our guts for gaiters. You get that outside fire!
Well, we've slept on it, and here it is, Sunday morning, and we still ain't thought of nothing. What were you doing, Dad?
Trying to encourage my begonia. I'm giving it skin food.
Skin food? That's cosmetic.
Well, food's food. I thought you might be hungry. But this just doesn't seem to be the right diet. Look. Oh, Annie! This is the begonia that I was telling you about. It's not well. It's... Oh. Goodbye. Gawping again. That's all he ever does is stand and gawp.
You know, I think we should have another look at that gardener vase.
What do you expect, a beanstalk?
So it's worth a try. So it wasn't worth a try.
Look, we've been mooching around for an hour now. I'm getting tired. What are we looking for, anyway?
A miracle, what else? A miracle? Shirley, why didn't you say that before?
You got one on you?
Look, this is the Church Harvest Festival, right? For the benefit of the church.
Mm-hmm.
So, why don't we take it up at top level?
What do you mean, pray? Oh, I couldn't.
I'm just a guest.
All right, then I'll have a go. Right, you ready? Let's have a bit of order then.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you. Well, I know this is your busy day and everything, but we've got a bit of a crisis. Deb's my name, by the way, Jenny Deb. You haven't heard much from me lately, but I have been busy, what with the war and all. Anyway, the fact is, me and my friends, we need a bit of special service, if you could run to it. No, it's not for ourselves or because we want to show off or nothing. It's just that, well, we would like to be part of it. So if you could manage it, I'd... Tar.
Oh, me too. So what did you expect, manna sandwiches?
Well, what do you want? Bar return? There's probably a waiting list.
I'll say there is. It was just the same when I wanted that pony. I'm still waiting. Well, I'm going back to look at my begonia.
Who am I to criticise? I think I'll go and dig a bit deeper in that garden. You never know, I might find enough potatoes for a nice, tasteful arrangement.
Excuse me. It's me again, Jenny Deb. Look, I'm not trying to jump the queue or nothing. I know I'm usually too pushy, but this time I'm leaving it to you. Only, it is getting a bit urgent. It's true. Personal delivery.
I say, just look at this. Well, I was flying over that big house over there, and this bloody great bird crashed into the cockpit. I couldn't get the blighter out. All I could do to get down in one piece.
Oh, it's not dead, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just knocked out. Serve it jolly well right, too. Idiotic creature. But what is it, anyway? Some sort of a wild goose or something?
That's not a ghost, mate. That's a blooming miracle.
Good heavens! A miracle!
thank those skin food people. They've worked absolute wonders.
Don't thank them, warn them. You want people should be breaking out in begonias? That is a begonia.
Begonia, who cares? It's still a miracle.
Less embarrassing than mine. Across yet? I think he's trying to tell me something. Couldn't you arrange that I dug up the Star of David?
The Star of David in Clayfield. When you want a miracle, you really want a miracle, don't you?
No, Miguel, I ain't never gonna make no speeches. I'm just gonna make the most of it. Harry, let's have some more drinks. Drinks all round. I can do that as King Cord, can't I?
That you can, Tom. More drinks all round, lads. All the King Cord. After all, who has the better right? He'll be paying for them all.
That's right, I'll be paying. What?
It all comes back to me now from when I were a lad. We had a right good laugh when the king found out.
Oh, no, the tot up to now, Tom. There it is.
Blast, born, no. I don't believe it. It ain't true.
I'm afraid it is, Mr. Whitlow. I thought I told your wife that the tithes were waived. Well, this is why, so that you can pay for the harvest supper.
Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me, you old knacker father? Why didn't somebody tell me?
Well, perhaps I forgot, but never mind, it all adds to the fun.
Stop drinking, you lot! Stop eating!
Oh, come on, Gav, be a sport. After all, you can't take it with you.
Well, if I can't take it with me, I ain't going. Well, I'm stuck with this here lot, I suppose. There's nothing else for it. I just remembered that there gold cross. Now, that's mine by rights. Found on my land, and that ought to be worth a few bob.
Possibly, Mr. Whitlow, possibly, but treasure trove, you know, property of the state.
What? You mean I don't get nothing at all? This is all your fault. You put me up to all this here fructifying frolic. I should never have taken you on in the first place. Breeding girls.
So much that you can do. Lending a hand, girl, helping to see us through. The men folks are fighting for peace far away. We'll bring in the harvest and milk the cows and make the hay. So back to the land, girl, Britain.